So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharon Whiteman, and I partner with Diana Hunter and Gary Knapp, and each and every one of you. We love being here every Saturday with you, and we do realize that many of you watch the recording because Saturday is not the best family time to be busy at an appointment sometimes. So today we're very privileged to have Ty Tribble. He's an internet entrepreneur, author, and work-at-home dad who lives in Seattle, Washington with his wife, Rochelle. Ty has been featured in Entrepreneur and Success from Home magazine and is considered by many as the founding father of network marketing bloggers. Author of the book, Double Your Income with Network Marketing, Ty was named as one of the 52 brightest minds in network marketing and is listed as one of the top 75 motivational speakers in the world by Business for Home. Ty is a bronze presidential director at Manatech and prolific trainer and educator. I think we might have to update that, Ty. With the world advancing at warp speed, Ty will coach us in keeping up. In this call, we're going to be learning how to use artificial intelligence, AI, in our business and marketing. So Ty, really excited about this call. I've dabbled a tiny little bit in it, and it's mind-boggling. It leaves me speechless what's possible.
It is wild, and it's changed so much just in the last probably 6 months. It's crazy what's going on. But thank you, Sharon. I appreciate that. And to Diana and Gary, you guys, I say this every time, but I want to make sure that you guys know how cool of a thing this is to get together on a weekly basis and bring in speakers and share information and be going in the same general direction, right? Everyone has their own businesses and they do things differently, perhaps, but to glean ideas from multiple different places is really something very valuable. So I hope you appreciate that as much as I do, and I appreciate coming on for you guys. So
thank you, Ty. I'm going to go off camera and get ready to learn.
All right, we will. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen. And you're going to see my, hopefully, my Google document. And so what I want to really hit with you today is, yes, we're gonna hop onto an AI prompt, and I'm going to give you some things to think about that will help you with your network marketing business. But I really want you to get into the mindset of creating content, publishing content, and think about being a publisher. Back in the day, if you wanted to become a publisher, you had to write a book and like send it off to hundreds of publishing companies and hope that you would get something that they like. Or you could you're a professional and you wrote for a newspaper or something like that. But being a layman and not a professional author, I began writing a blog in roughly 2003, I think. In about, I think, 2009, I had the largest business book publisher in the world approach me and say, we'd like you to write a book for us. And I was like, is this a joke? Because, again, not professional whatsoever, but I had built an audience, and people enjoyed reading my work. And so they sent me a check, and I wrote a book, and you can find it on Amazon. I'm not saying to buy it or anything like that. There's sections of there that's a little bit outdated, but sections of there that are still very good. It's called Double Your Income with Network Marketing. So it was an eye opener to me that a non-writer, pretty much, I became a writer, and pretty good today, would have the opportunity to write a book. But it was because of my ability to write on a blog. And I was publishing content on a very regular basis. And for a period of time, probably from 2003 to about 2010, 7, 8, 9, maybe, there was no one who wrote more blog posts on the subject of network marketing than I did. So I didn't have to necessarily be good. I wasn't good in the beginning. That's a big hint. But I was consistent. And so what I'm going to challenge you today to begin to do, and maybe look at this. This is just kind of came to my mind. I want you to think about doing a 100-day challenge where, and just take the weekdays of those 100 days. I wouldn't say you have to do something on the weekend necessarily, unless that's your time that you like to focus, but create a piece of content every single day. So I'm going to write this down. It's really all about content and publishing. Now, that could be video, maybe via YouTube, right? Could be audio with a podcast. Could be blogging. Could be social media content. Should be. Now, one of the great things that I would say as we go through this, and we're going to get into the AI part of this, but if I teach you to write a bunch of AI stuff and you don't have the bigger picture, which is publishing content that attracts people to you. It's really funny when we typically, I've been involved in network marketing for, I think it's 32 years, which is a very long time. I was very unsuccessful for 5 years. I took a 5-year sabbatical from the business. And then when I came back, I discovered the internet to a certain extent, and I began to, I think 18 months after that, I'd earned my first 6-figure year. In that 9 months after I'd returned, I sponsored over 100 people. And the reason that I was able to do that was publishing content and attracting people to me. It's very interesting that when people get started in network marketing, it's the same in 1991 when I got started as it is today. They teach you to contact your warm market. Not against it at all. I think it's a good thing. But they call that the warm market, when in fact, the messaging you are doing to those people is not warm at all. In fact, it's a cold market approach. You're cold contacting that person without any knowledge of whether or not they're interested in your product or your business. So you hear something that I did not like to hear at all, and you hear it a lot, and that is no. No, there's people that embrace no. They're like the go for no type people, and I'm not a go for no type person. I don't want to hear no. I don't like to hear no. It's just maybe my personality, but it just beat on my self-image for years and brought me to a place where I didn't want to be. I didn't want to build a business where I was hearing no all the time. But if you flip the funnel and create content that attracts the type of customer and business partner that you're looking for to you, then you're going to hear no a lot less. In fact, you're going to only probably talk to people that are interested, because they're going to reach out to you if you position everything properly. But today, I would say it really starts with the content. You can get the other things in place, like a lead capture page and these other bits and pieces, which you can learn, and you will learn if you set your mind to it. And you'll be frustrated and overwhelmed. And you know what happens when you're frustrated and overwhelmed with a topic? You're probably learning. And it's okay to be frustrated and overwhelmed. Don't let that freeze you, is the point, is the main thing, right? Don't let the overwhelm and frustration freeze you. Push through and continue to learn, and you're going to get better. I got a buddy of mine named Ray Higdon, and he is probably one of the top 2 or 3 network marketing trainers in the world. Is a content producing machine. I think he's produced a piece of content every day for the last probably pushing 10 years. It's unbelievable, his focus. But in the beginning, he was terrible, like horrible, terrible. It like he put a suit and tie on and to do a video, and it was awful. But you know what? The next one was better, and the next one was better, and the next one was better. And if you do 10 years of videos every day, guess what? You're going to be pretty good toward the end of it, right? And so I'm not saying you need 10 years of videos to be successful. In fact, you can do something very quickly. But here's what's cool about producing content. If you, say, created a 5-minute video every day, you could take that content from that video and have it transcribed online. There's lots of different places you can do that, and create a blog post out of it. And you could take that audio and create a podcast out of it. And you could take clips from your video and create 30-second videos for Reels or TikTok or something along those lines. You could take quotes from your video or people you interviewed and put them on Facebook and Twitter and the new Threads site. And all of that content over time will begin to attract people to you. If you're genuine about your topic, I like to say that there's no one in the world just like you. You have a unique opportunity and a unique voice. And especially, I'm going to say, for the people, I just glanced at my image, and there's a lot of gray in my beard, right? I'm 53 years old. And I'm really on the, like, people who are between 35 and 50 are pretty good with technology. I feel like people of maybe 55 and older tend to struggle a little bit. And the reason is because those, like my kids who are 23 and 26, are natives in the world of technology. I'm an immigrant. And so I struggle with the language a little bit. I don't quite get everything as quick as they do, because they understand it right away. Like if you're struggling with something on your phone, you hand it to a millennial and they fix it right away, right? So don't get frustrated with that. I believe that there's a great opportunity for people our age to become very attractive to other people our age by doing something and stepping out of the typical network marketing box and participating in that digital marketing world, that attraction marketing world. And so I felt like I needed to lay the base before we jump into the AI part, because if you don't understand where to use that AI and how it will benefit you, I really want to drive home this idea of being a publisher and creating content. I don't care where you do it, how you do it. It's completely up to you. If you like to be on video, do a video. If you like to write, whatever the case may be. Go where you're most comfortable, and then I would say branch out as you become to get better, but do it. Okay. And maybe you're the type of person that you need 100-day challenge to do it. Well, I challenge you to create some content on a daily basis for 100 days and watch what happens to your business. Watch what happens to your ability to communicate with others, because you're so into it. And there's so much knowledge on this call that blows me away by far when it comes to the products at Manatech. I feel like a baby at Manatech, and yet I've been here quite a while, but I'm nowhere near the level of knowledge of others, particularly related to the products. And so there's a lot of knowledge that people, when you share that stuff one-on-one, it's great. But what if you could amplify that to hundreds of people. And the last thing I'll leave you with this before we hop in onto the AI side. Wouldn't it be cool to get two people that have kind of opted in and raised their hand and said that I'm interested in learning more about what you're doing? Say 2 people a week. What if it's 2 people a month? An extra 25 people a year. Is that a bad thing at all? Because I feel like that there's a segment of digital marketers that say, oh, you're going to get you need thousands of people a month to opt in and be your leads. And I would say that what if you could get 30 a year, or 40 a year, or 50 a year of leads that turns into maybe sponsoring an extra 1 person a month in your business, maybe bring in a one business partner and 1 new customer per month. Wouldn't that be a cool thing? I mean, that's what gets me excited. But people say, oh, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I could do this. You start small and you build from there. Let's jump over to AI and have some fun. Okay. So the purpose behind this is to create content so that you can publish on those different sites that I discussed. So how do we do that? Well, AI is a very interesting tool. Everything depends on what you put in. So here's what I'm going to do. This is kind of fun. Ask me 10 questions that will help you write blog posts, social media posts, and short video scripts using a digital marketer and cutting edge copy writer's voice. Okay, so we're having, like a lot of people say, oh, I don't know what to put in to get them to tell me or to get the right stuff. So I'm asking the AI to tell me what to put in to get the right stuff. Interesting, right? Let's see what we get. Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Now, I'm obviously not going to have time to go through and answer all of these questions. But wow. Okay. So let's just break one down. In your opinion, what are the top trends and innovations that are currently reshaping the digital marketing landscape? Now, I probably needed to add one more thing here. I needed to prompt it. So we're gonna redo this. We're going to say, ask me 10 questions that will help you write blog posts, social media posts, and short video scripts using a digital marketer and cutting edge copywriter's voice about the topic of all natural nutrition. Oh. Nutrition with a focus on pure aloe vera. Okay, let's try again. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with fire. Check this out. Isn't this fun? So AI is telling me what I need to tell it so it can do its job to help me do my job a lot easier. That makes sense? So let's go to number 1. Can you describe the main health benefits of aloe vera, especially when used in its most natural form? Wow. How do these benefits contribute to overall wellness and nutrition? Okay. Every single person on this call can probably answer that question. If not, you get together with your upline and you could easily answer that question. What are some common misconceptions about aloe vera in the context of nutrition? How would you clarify these misconceptions in a digestible way for your audience? Wow, really cool. Can you share a personal, oh, this is awesome. Can you share a personal story or case study highlighting the transition or transformation someone experienced due to the incorporation of pure aloe vera into their diet? You see where this is going? You answer these questions, okay? So I would literally take one at a time and then answer them here. So this is one strategy. Now, AI is learning. And then you can say something like, based on my answers that I provided you to the 10 questions, write me a blog post about the benefits of aloe vera. Write me a blog post about X. And it's going to do it. Wild, right? I mean, it's insane to me that you're going to get this level of inquiry from an AI, right? Can you describe the target demographic? And you can put in your target demographic, right? If you want to focus on older people because they have tremendous benefit, like 50, I feel like 50 and older in Manatech, you have tremendous benefits that show up quickly. A younger person might take a little bit longer to experience those benefits, but an old person, I mean, bang, they try the product, they're frankly on it for almost forever, right? How do you handle the objections? This is just so cool. What are some key trends or exciting developments in the field that you foresee impacting the popularity? So here's what and you can, I'll put this in the comments so you, or in the chat area, so you can copy and paste it. Okay, because you and change it. See, I mean, the point is, like, maybe you just want to focus on blogging, right? So ask me 10 questions that will help you write blog posts. And I say using a digital marketer and cutting edge copywriter's voice, because I want my writing to be persuasive. So digital marketing, cutting edge copywriter, the likelihood of that being persuasive. And in actuality, you might even say a persuasive cutting edge copywriter. See, it will learn so quickly. But the point is to go in and create some content. So like, getting in and doing the work ahead of time will help you in the long run. So let's do some faster things. Give me 10 motivational quotes about, down here. There we go. Health and wellness in your 50s. Looking for something to write on Facebook, right? You know what I haven't done? So on Facebook, I like to post dad jokes, right? And a funny story is recently Facebook sent me a message, must be my age, and said, Do you have someone that would be like a legacy person in your life that would be able to manage your Facebook account if something ever happened to you? And I'm like, well, my daughter would be great. So I put her name in, and then I didn't know, but Facebook notified her. And she came back to me and says, Dad, don't worry. Your legacy of dad jokes will continue on if something happens to you. So she says, I'm gonna continue your dad jokes, right? But I haven't used AI to do dad jokes. But I mean, this is great. You don't stop being healthy because you age because you stop being healthy. Keep moving forward. That's great stuff. You think about it, you want, particularly on social media, I feel like a lot of times we really, really, really mess it up because we're very excited about our business. And if we just run around and post about our business, the likelihood of someone responding, that is pretty slim. But if you post some blog posts that you wrote about nutrition and different things, or some quotes about nutrition in your 50s, if your target audience is in their 50s, I'm hoping I'm driving home the big point here, and that is generate content, publish content on as many platforms as you can. And you will attract people to you. If it's good content, like these are great. Your 50s are an invitation to live fully, love openly, and move with intention. Health and wellness are your tickets to this grand event. These are great quotes, right? So in 3 seconds, we created 10 days worth of tweets or threads or whatever the new place is. Does that make sense? Okay, give me 5 blog post idea headline. Here we go. Headline, subject. Ideas, something like that. About digital marketing as a 50-year-old and older. You see, we would look at our age as a detriment, and I want you to look at your age, and I'm sure there's some younger people on here too, but generally speaking, Manatech as a whole is an older network marketing company, okay, right? I want you to look at it as an advantage, because there's a lot of other people. If you learn some of these strategies, then you can teach some of these strategies. And if you're 50 years old and older and teaching these strategies, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb, because the vast majority of the people that are utilizing the strategies are not 50 plus. They're much younger. So they look at you and they go, oh my goodness, if Dingling Ty Tribble can do this, I can do it too, right? And wow, they're 50 and older, and they're utilizing AI and doing digital marketing and publishing content, and they're in it, they're about it. Because as a Manatech associate, I feel like I'm preparing myself to live well into my 80s or 90s. I'm not gonna I've been kind of retired for a while, but I don't see myself completely retiring and going away from doing anything. You might as well get in and make some money in Manatech and attract a bunch of great customers that love your products, and have fun with it, and continue to bring in more and more on a regular basis. These are great. Digital marketing wisdom, harnessing the power of experience. Isn't that great? That's such a great line. Harness the power of experience in the online world at 50, and I would say years or older. The power of your experience, right? And again, you're going to stand out from the crowd, and people are going to be attracted to that, especially people that are in the same ballpark. I don't think we're alone. There's a lot of 50 and 60-year-olds who would love to participate in this digital marketing world, but they don't know what to do, and they don't have a lot of examples to follow. So why not you? Why not now? Why not jump in and spend, an hour a day or 30 minutes a day on YouTube learning how to utilize AI in your business? Take what I'm showing, which is really just an overview, a nudge in the right direction, and go learn with it, right? And do great things. I think you're destined to do great things. And it's just an honor to be able to share these little tidbits with you on a fairly regular basis. I sometimes schedules miss and things like that, but I do love coming on here and sharing. And I'd be happy to answer some questions. I've got a few more minutes. Actually, it's my 33rd anniversary today, so I do have to head out in a bit to take my wife to dinner, which I'm very excited about. But the secret to staying married 33 years is don't get divorced, and that'll do it. Hope you guys are doing great. Would you like me to go to the chat section for the questions? That probably might as well.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm watching as well.
Let me stop sharing and come back.
So the basics was how the URL for ChatGPT, I think. How did they get there?
Oh, yes. I think if you just search for GPT, Google, you're going to find it, but I can find it for you. Sure. Hang on. Mine is login. There
Mine
it is.
says chat.openai.com.
Yep, you got it. I'll put that in there.
Okay.
And there's others. I have played around with a place or a site called Jasper. Quite good. It costs more. I do use the upgraded version of ChatGPT because I use it all the time. I find that version 4 is better than 3.5, but it's gonna continue to get better over time. I wouldn't worry too much about paying for the most expensive version or anything like that. Play around with the free version and get some knowledge there, because it's going to spit out good content too. And then the last thing I would say about AI is read what it says before you publish it, right? Make sure that you do a little fact checking. Make sure that it's correct. Sometimes it can be off. Like I asked it one day if it could transcribe a YouTube video. It said yes, I can. So I said, how does it work? And it says basically put the link to the video into the prompt, and I will transcribe it for you. And I did that, and it transcribed something, not the video at all. And I thought, well, that was interesting. So then I decided to try it with a different link, and it did the same as the first link. So it had this prompt that apparently, I don't know, it transcribed some video, not my video, not the second video that I put in. So, it learns on a regular basis as well too, but certainly can help you for sure.
There's questions about any problems with plagiarism. Can you cut and paste it exactly as it is, or do you need to customize it?
There are, I would definitely go in and make it your own words. There are some tools out there that help. I'm trying to think of what they are. I can look them up and send them your way.
I'll put them
Sharon,
in the comments. Yeah.
I won't be able to get to them today, but some friends have some different things. But basically, there's some tools that will go through and detect how much of your content is actually AI, and Bing is great too. The Google one is cool. They all work. There's no doubt about it. Find one that you're comfortable with. I don't think it matters all that much.
We've got to love and hate Bing chat happening here. I love it. I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah. Again, find one that you're comfortable with. But there are tools that would detect AI, which I think is a good thing. And then there's another tool that will actually rewrite it for you to make it less AI. And then but I find sometimes when you use some of those tools, you have to be very careful because sometimes the meaning gets lost. And I find that sometimes the words it doesn't connect as well. Like all the buzzwords and the jargon are in there, but the sentence doesn't make much sense sometimes. So be very careful there. But yeah, you can do stuff like I need a script for a 5-minute video on blank, and it'll spit out a script for you, and change some words around a little bit, make it your own. But just do it, right? I mean, you're not going to be worse than Ray Higdon, who literally he's had 8-figure years producing content for network marketers and events and sales and all that other stuff. But it started with doing a video a day, right? So if he can bring in 8 figures, which is over $10 million, not Australian dollars, actual US dollars. I know about you guys over there. I always kid James Hannon. By the way, if I can make a plug for James Hannon, you're going to have a ball. He is super talented. He is actually my upline in Manatech. I don't think anyone in the world could have sponsored me other than him. He's the most generous, kind person that you will meet, and so ultra knowledgeable about all things marketing and stuff like that. You're gonna have a ball with him, but definitely hop on next week.
Thank you very much. And just moving into chat here.
Yeah, consistency. It's a challenge, but if you can overcome that challenge with sometimes you sit down at your keyboard and you go, I don't know what I'm going to say. But there's so many tools today to get you over that hump that it's probably a good idea to
you could ask ChatGPT, what should I say today about?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have that excuse anymore, so maybe just need a diary reminder every day. Talk to my friend ChatGPT.
Yeah. So some people, this might help. I was write a blog post a day, and sometimes 5, and I did 5. That was great, but that's my personality. I'll sit down, an idea comes to me, and I'd write it. Other people are Sunday afternoon, write 5 to 7 posts and sit down for 4 hours and knock them out. This really depends on your personality. Roll with whatever works.
Awesome.
I haven't used the graphic one, Kelly. I use Canva a lot, which helps me with images and things like that. But I haven't done graphics with AI, which it looks wild. I'm still learning. I'm a immigrant in the world of AI as well as technology.
All right, so I think you've really given people a place to start and safety to explore. Just jump in there and give it a go.
Yes, you're not going to break anything. Have fun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Got good at the end. That's right, Judy. So that's, just get started, and after a while, you're an expert.
Exactly. And if it just attracts if you sponsor one person a month, that's 12 a year. That's 12 more than you would have otherwise. Not saying you're not sponsoring people in addition in your other strategies, but if you can bring in an extra 12 people a year who might bring in some, you teach them what you learned, your business is going to grow, which is where you want to be, right?
Yeah. Awesome coming
on as usual. Thanks again, you guys.
And
go get them. I want to hear success stories.
Happy anniversary from all of us.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
And you guys will see you next week. I'll tie James down to what topic he's going to be, and I know
Yeah.
that we'll be blessed. Thank you, Ty.
Yes, you sure will. Take
Thank
care,
you very
everyone.
much. See
So
ya.
long.
Bye.